Hey friendos, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Matt. We're back with some more Marvel Future Fight, and we are back with, apparently, this spirited superhero who has embraced the responsibility of being Spider-Man. Obviously, we all knew he was always going to do that. So yeah, we're back with Miles, which is really nice. And check out the new powers of the webhead. Now, a lot of people are upset with this, and I can kind of see why. But let's have a look again. So yeah, as you can see there, just as we scroll past, let's get rid of that sneak peek, thank you very much. In the actual concrete, as we're heading along this building, you can actually see scratched or etched into it, we can see tier 3. Okay, so yes, Spider-Man Miles Morales is getting his tier 3. And there he is as he stands in his uniform. I don't know if it's the uniform which has people irked. I think it's nice that they're going for something different. I'm not really up on my Miles comics, so I don't know how accurate it is to any particular run or anything. I haven't looked into that. However, I do think this actually makes sense. If you're going to have a pick and mix, mix and match kind of update where you just throw in a couple of things together, things that don't necessarily have enough to stand out as an update on their own, it's good to throw in Miles Morales in with this. Let's take, for example, Hawkeye. Hawkeye got an update last year, and it was just Hawkeye and Kate Bishop and Echo. It was 3, so it just barely passed as a mid-month update, but they treated it as a full one. I don't think they should have done that. And then we saw later with She-Hulk and Miss Marvel, because it was just one character, they didn't even really bother. They were just like thrown in as extended sort of ongoing patches. So, with Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse coming out this year, obviously Miles wants to be centre stage of that one. And considering what Marvel are going to do, they're going to give him the big tier 4 treatment as they have been doing since the arrival of tier 4s. However, he has nothing at the moment. He has no transcendence. He's just level 70, so we can't do too much content with him. Whether you have him as a villain with the Carnage outfit, or whether you have the Into the Spider-Verse outfit, or you just have him base as I do, because yeah, he's never really been absolutely amazing for anything. And when you have another better Spider-Man, then yeah, it kind of makes sense. But if you look at like Thor and you look at Namor for Black Panther, you can see where they're going. So in order to get him ready for his tier 4, they're just throwing in a quick tier 3 now. However, this does mean I'm not expecting the tier 3 to be anything groundbreaking for Miles. As much as I would like to say, oh yeah, this could be really good, I don't think it is. And I know Shuri never got her tier 4, but you know, we're still waiting and hoping. February 1st is when Disney Plus gets Black Panther, so maybe we'll get a part 2 then. Touch wood. But yeah, we shall see. We shall see on that one. So yeah, Miles at the moment, funnily enough, I think last month I decided I had some spare materials, so I decided to go ahead and get him ready for an inevitable tier 3 for when his film comes out. But as you can see, funnily enough, he's actually in the buff characters for this week, which is where all the crap characters go. You'll notice the buff characters, you never get anyone really amazing in there, okay? And there's a reason for that, because they're bad at timeline battle, okay? You look at the teams that we're gonna have, and yeah, Spider-Man was meta for a while. He was in my team for quite a little bit, but unfortunately, Hulk and the combat meta came along and absolutely bitch slapped him down and said, no, you're staying there. So sadly, even if Miles does become a PvP oriented character, which he never really was, he was always more of that hybrid kind of character where he had no real function in one particular area. Jack of all trades, a master of none. So we shall see where he fits. I don't think he's going to be PvP meta. Like I say, I think this is just going to be a very sort of standard tier 3. And we've seen it with quite a lot of tier 3s. We've had a couple of standouts who've been particularly good for one thing or another, but a lot of them just kind of get a tier 3. It's function over form basically, and I think that's what we're going to see here today. We saw it with Ant-Man, Elektra, obviously Gwenpool if you don't have either of her uniforms, Wong, Winter Soldier. The only ones that have been really good is obviously Daredevil for PvP. He was pretty meta. Shuri, who's actually very good for PvP. Spider-Man, who was great for both for a very short window of time. And Falcon, who was particularly good for a short period of time. So I'd like to see him along there. Miss Marvel, who I think pound for pound is just as good in ABX and ABL because of the days that she can do. I think she's just as good as Black Widow. Obviously she can't climb as high as Black Widow, and I was having this conversation with one of you guys yesterday in the comments, because Black Widow can climb quite high, but I still don't think speed types are treated as well as your Blast, your Universals traditionally, and obviously in the recent months combat. So yeah, I'm not expecting too much, but it would be nice to be pleasantly surprised. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Sorry this is a quick one, but I gotta go, and take care.
We await your return, warrior.